The clock ticked past midnight, each second heavier than the last, as I sat in our dimly lit living room, the silence pressing against my chest. 8 years of marriage, a life built on shared dreams and quiet mornings, felt like a lie unraveling. Claire had been distant for months, her eyes glued to her phone, her laughter absent, her excuses about late nights with work friends thin and rehearsed. I'd brushed it off, clinging to trust, convincing myself I was paranoid. She was my safe place, my partner through late-night takeout and whispered plans. Betrayal wasn't supposed to touch us. That night, she'd left at 8 p.m., claiming another girls' night. Her kiss was perfunctory, her perfume sharp and unfamiliar. "Don't wait up," she said, her smile too bright, too forced. I tried to be supportive, but a knot twisted in my gut. By 10, I was pacing, the hardwood creaking under my steps. By midnight, dread replaced doubt. At 1 a.m., I knew she wasn't at a bar with friends. By 3, the house felt like a tomb, and I was done waiting. The front door creaked open at 3:17 a.m. Claire slipped in, her makeup smudged, hair tangled, a stranger's cologne clinging to her skin. Her eyes, once warm, were cold, defiant. "Where were you?" I asked, voice steady despite the storm inside. She laughed, a sharp, victorious sound, and tossed her purse on the counter. "I got the attention I needed," she said, each word a blade, her smirk daring me to break. My chest tightened, but I'd already mourned her in those endless hours. Shock, anger, grief, I'd cycled through them all while she was gone, and now I was resolved. I'd prepared for this. While she was out, I'd moved with purpose. Every drawer, every hanger, every trace of her, clothes, jewelry, even her favorite coffee mug, was packed into suitcases by the door, neat and final. "Your bags are packed," I said, nodding toward the pile. Her smirk faltered, confusion flickering in her eyes. She laughed again, nervous this time. "What, you're joking, right? Being dramatic?" But my silence, my steady gaze, told her otherwise. She walked to the door, saw the suitcases, and froze, the reality sinking in. She tried to pivot, her voice softening. "Let's talk, Ethan. You're overreacting. I just needed space, excitement." I shook my head. "You can have all the space you want, but not here. Not in my life." Her panic rose, her words tumbling out, excuses about feeling trapped, needing to feel alive. Each one cut deeper, but I didn't flinch. Part of me still loved her, the Claire who'd laughed with me over pizza on the floor, who'd planned a future by my side. But that woman was gone, replaced by someone who saw me as disposable, a fallback option. I couldn't sacrifice my self-respect for her anymore. She lingered, dragging out the moment, hoping I'd cave. "You'll regret this," she said, voice trembling with desperation. "I didn't mean it." I pointed to the door. "You meant every word. It's over." She gathered her bags, her movement slow, as if waiting for a reprieve that never came. When the door closed behind her, the house fell silent, and I sank onto the couch. Grief hit like a tidal wave. I cried for the life we'd built, for the love I'd thought was unbreakable. But beneath the pain was a strange relief. I'd chosen myself. The days that followed were brutal. I woke reaching for her, only to find an empty bed. I made coffee for one, the second mug untouched in the cabinet. Every corner of our home, her scarf on the chair, her handwriting on old grocery lists, stabbed at me. But I grew stronger too. I'd stood up to her betrayal, refusing to be diminished. My family, stunned by the news, rallied around me. My sister brought dinners, my parents called daily, their pride in my resolve a quiet anchor. Friends insisted I'd be better off, and though the nights were heavy, I began to believe them. I dug deeper, needing answers. A friend in IT helped me trace her phone records, late-night calls, hotel bookings, a pattern of deceit stretching back a year. She'd been meeting someone, a coworker named Ryan, whose name I'd heard in passing, always with her dismissive laugh. I didn't confront her, I didn't need to. The truth was enough to sever the last threads of doubt. I filed for divorce, my lawyer ensuring the house stayed mine, a small victory from our prenup. Claire tried texting, her messages a mix of apologies and blame, but I blocked her number. I wasn't her fallback anymore. Weeks later, I saw her at a coffee shop, alone, her confidence dimmed. She looked up, our eyes meeting briefly, but I turned away. The woman I'd loved was a memory, not the stranger before me. I rebuilt slowly, new routines, new faces. I joined a hiking group, started painting again, things I'd let slip to keep her happy. Each step was a reclaiming, a reminder I deserved honesty, loyalty, not a 3 a.m. smirk. That night, Claire thought she'd walked back into the same home, her betrayal a secret she could keep. She was wrong. She walked into a reality where I'd already chosen myself, where her bags were packed and her lies had no power. The silence she left behind wasn't just loss, it was freedom, hard won and mine to keep.